and welcome to the #1 inconsistent podcast of the world. I'm your host, Evan O'Hanlon.
And I'm your host, Dale Cronin. And we like to take the odds 3 weeks off here and there because you know what? Why not?
We do an episode and go, well, fuck me, I need 2 weeks off.
Literally, because we put in so much effort and work into that one episode that people don't even realize. Do you know what I mean? It's not as simple as hungover calling each other and be like, will we record a podcast in 20 minutes? Yeah, grand, no bother, job done. It's not as simple as that.
There's a whole team behind us. We have a crew and like a background, a network of people, and then sometimes things get lost when you're trying to get. I try to get in contact with Dale. We have to go through a few PAs, and then the PAs might get confused because they're working still at college because we try to give college kids an opportunity. It's a constant cycle, a vicious cycle, and we're gonna have to downscale. We're gonna have
to make the team smaller, and then other things like my mom might ring me and say she's in Cork and I'm moving out of the house, so I need to get a load of shit out before Wednesday.
It might be like maybe we could always, on a Sunday we might actually schedule to do one in the evening, and then both of us forget and then ring each other
3 days later
and be like, fuck, we were meant to do a podcast.
Literally. But look, the main thing is we're back. The listeners are buzzing. We are back. And
for how long? Who knows?
Who fucking knows? Evan, what's been happening in the life of Evan over in London?
I tell you, Dale, it's been a mad one.
There's been
a few different changes to my lifestyle. I suppose the first one is that I have deleted social media. Yeah.
Well done. Like, a lot of people I know, even myself. I was saying to you the last day, I was like, I do want to do it, but I just can't seem to get away from it. I don't know why.
Now, so I've made a rule that every Sunday I re-download it, I look at it, and then Sunday evening I delete it, and then I do my week, and then on Sunday I'll catch up with anything in case anyone is trying to get in contact with me, whatever. Meet halfway. Because I was like, I don't think social media is a bad thing. I think social media is a great place and a wonderful place, and it leads to so many opportunities for people. But I just decided, right, I have so much stuff that I want to do, and like I keep realizing that I keep getting sidetracked, or I spend like an hour scrolling through stuff.
Oh, you would.
And I was actually like, if I delete it and eliminate that, I was like, will I be more productive?
Yeah.
I actually have been.
Well done.
Which is weird because, like, when you go to bed, this is like a little example. So say you scroll on TikTok for about, I think you're going to go on for 20 minutes.
7 hours.
Next minute's an hour and a half, and you're like, what's that happening?
Yeah.
So now, like, the other night, I went to bed and I was like, right, I'm going to go onto my phone and scroll through. Wait, I guess I'll go to sleep then. And I was asleep by 10:30.
Wow, well done.
So I was like, oh, that's cool. So like little things like that, because I'm trying to get certain things done, it's just been easier because I've had no distraction, or like even in the gym, for example, when you scroll and you might do a set and then you're on your phone, you go onto your phone. I don't have that.
Fair play. So you have no Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, everything gone.
That's all gone. The only one I have still open is Facebook because I need Facebook every day for something. So but I don't scroll on it. I just log out and I log in and check it, because if I can get tagged in something, I'll see it. The only thing I only need Facebook, but like Instagram is gone, Twitter's gone, TikTok's gone, Snapchat's gone. It's all gone.
Wow, well done.
So now I'm just
and how do you actually feel? Like, do you feel? I'll be honest now. The first couple of days you did it, were you like, I really want to download it again, or were you just
no? The first few days were great. It's the later few days of the week that I was like, oh, I really want to go on and scroll on TikTok. Because it's the novelty of it at first. You're like, I can do this. This is easy.
Yeah.
And then you go into like day 4, which feels like day 400, and you're like, just one. Let me just scroll on TikTok.
Just
one time.
And it's hard because it's not something that I've taken away from you that you can't get it back. It's something that's literally in your pocket that you could easily do yourself. So it's all about having that willpower and having that strength to be like, no, I can't. I
can't just log out of it because I will log in. So I was like, if I delete the app, I'll think, oh, that's a hassle to download it now and then have to all that. So I just just delete it and then re-download it on a Sunday.
Jeez.
So
man.
So that's been going well. I also started boxing. They're going to be calling me the new Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury, I believe.
Or so you're changing your name to Anthony Tyson Fury Joshua.
I think.
Nice.
Stop.
That's actually a cool name, Anthony Tyson Fury Joshua.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
In the red corner, fighting Anthony Joshua is Anthony.
Tyson Fury, Joshua.
And oh yeah, I started boxing.
Nice.
Absolutely love it. Like, love it. It
Yeah.
is such an incredible sport.
Nice.
Like, but I nearly. So I'll tell a story. So I had my other
Go on.
session there on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I was like red in the face. I was getting sick nearly afterwards, right?
Wow.
Because it was so intense. And then I got home, right, and I sat in the toilet, and I had the window ledge is like in line with like the toilet. So I was literally had one arm on the ledge, kind of like what you can see here, like that.
Yeah.
And I was literally like, don't be sick. Like
Stop.
pants down around my ankles, head down like that, like. I looked like a fella at 3 a.m. in the morning outside the kebab shop. That's exactly what I looked like, except it was like 10:30 in the morning on a Tuesday.
Love that. And like when you say you do boxing, like what do you do? Is it a class or are you just?
No, it's one-on-one with a coach. So
wow.
I'm training to be a professional, but like I'm not gonna
pursue that. Like
pursue it.
Well, you never know, man.
Listen, you never know. I could end up getting in the ring and start fighting Jake Paul. You don't know. The possibilities are endless.
Jake Paul, if you're listening, which I know he listens every week, he texts me, says the best podcast.
I'm calling you out.
He's calling you out, man. He's calling you out. So if you want it, you can have it.
If you want it, you can have it. I'm coming for you. Dale, what about you? What have you been getting up to?
What have I been getting up to? Man, I'll be honest, just the same shit, different day. I'm kind of like, I'm just college, work, drinking. That's kind of it, really. Nothing exciting. Because, Joe, like, for me...
No story about outrageous prices or...
You know what? Actually... No.
It's about to say how you were going to mature and how this is a big stepping stone for the podcast.
Me mature, really? No, it's a good story. So there on Saturday, I went to Tesco. Backstory, I'd been out the Friday, so man's a little hungover.
Yeah.
Goes to Tesco.
Yep.
He's like, do you know what? I'm going to Tesco. I'm going to get a bottle of Lucozade.
Yeah.
But this one, the big one, because I was like, I'm feeling the pink one. So I was like, no, get that, some crisps, some chocolate, jellies, just to tie me over, you know?
Yeah.
So walked into Tesco,
Yeah.
kind of hungover, my head's kind of pounding.
Yeah.
First thing I see to my left is Easter eggs. I'm like,
Goddamn.
Like, oh Lord.
Oh, you looking at me? You're coming home with me.
You're coming home with me. But so I was there, right? And they were only the small ones. So I was like, do you know what? A small one isn't that bad. But they fucking, I'm like a, what's the, do you know what? Yeah. Not a consumer. Yeah, I'm the consumer, aren't I? If I'm buying stuff. Yeah. But who's the person that puts it out for the consumer? What would that person be called? This is probably a really stupid question.
No, it is. I know this. The manufacturer.
Like, yes, I'm a manufacturer's dream consumer because I saw it and it was like 3 Easter eggs for €3. I went, you're coming home with me. So
that's going straight in my basket.
Straight in my basket. So I put the 3 of them in there. I was like, right, that's my chocolate sorted. I'm not getting, because I would get a bar of chocolate for like €2. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, €3, 3 Easter eggs, boom, job done. So then I stroll around. I go, do you know what? I'm going to get a pizza for later on tonight. Jump, have that. Went to Tesco, they do like this called like a hearty company or something. Cheese pizza, €1. Bish bash bosh, get in. So then got that, right? Don't know why I did that. then I saw the drinks. Usually they're like $2.50, something. 3 for €3. I was like, I am in fucking heaven here. Then I went to the jelly section.
Yeah.
3 for €3. I was, shit.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down. So then I got that and I was like, right, I don't need that else. So because I have my chocolate, I have my jellies, I have my Pringles, €2. Usually they're 3 something. I was like, this day is unbelievable. Walked up to the till, the self-checkout. I was like, ching. What the fuck am I doing? Wax on, wax off. But so I put it all in. The thing was about €23. And then the best part, I went, press to pay, and it went from 23 to €12. I was like,
hey, silver linings.
And I was like, yeah. And I literally, and you know when you're like really hungover, you're so thirsty. I literally walked around the checkout thing.
Gulping it.
I gulped that fucking drink. I was like, oh my God. And I just was so happy because I was like, this is a great day. And then I went home and the sun was out. It was an amazing day. And
Hey, every little helps.
Every little helps. Tesco, telling you, thank you so much for making my day great. And then
our sponsor of today's episode is Tesco Ireland. If you want a bit of meat, it could be horse or it could be beef. Who knows?
That's the surprise you get. And then I sat there, closed the curtains, had my telly, watched a bit of Netflix, and then at like 5 o'clock, my housemate texted me, and she texted into the group chat asking about something else, and I literally texted her back and was like, "Sorry, did you say pints?" And then she went, "I think so." And then the two of us went out then, and we met. Our other housemate was out with her friends, and we went out and and I have no actually stories about Eskimo pizza this weekend.
Oh, I have a story. I went back to Ireland.
Oh shit! Thanks. Thanks.
How did I forget to bring that one up?
Yeah. Why did you go home? Like, why did you come back here?
I surprised my dad for his 50th.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice. The big man's turned a big 50.
Jesus. 50.
So we surprised him for weeks. We had this like locked in. Donna rang me, Evan. Your mission, if you choose to accept. And I was like, mission to go. So I basically finished work, got home at like 11 o'clock. I was up at 5:30 in the morning, tumbled out of bed and stumbled to the kitchen, poured myself a big fat coffee. Also, I need to talk about, I need to talk about coffee again in a minute. But then, got on the flight, had a spoon's breakfast at 7 a.m. Right, so I was in Gatwick Airport, right? 7 a.m., right? 7 a.m. in the morning. Like, I'm shattered. Was in work the day before, up at 5:30, just want to eat. There wasn't a table to be got at 7 in the morning.
Stop.
It was hopping with people drinking.
At 7 a.m.?
Hopping. There was lads in like the little girls' costumes, like obviously on a stag do.
Stop, man.
It was, you could swear it was like 11 o'clock at night in Witherspoon.
Really?
Like, it was hopping. And then I was literally like this.
By yourself, just munching on your breakfast, like.
Yeah, I was like, please don't look at me. No one talk to me. No one even look me in the eye. So had me spoon's breakfast. Yeah, it was mad at 7 in the morning. And then I got on the flight, and then my dad came home from work at lunchtime, and guess who was there? The prodigal son, Evan O'Hanlon, was waiting. James, how are you? Happy birthday. He was shocked. Went out, got mad on the gin, got absolutely locked. Flew back home. Here I am. Well, flew back to England. Here I am. And that was my time in Ireland. Really enjoyed it. It was quite refreshing.
You only came home for a day?
No, I came home for 4 days.
Okay.
So it was really nice. Do you know what I mean? To have that break from London, busy life, to come back to the calmness, back to the family, back to the roots, back to just back to the homeland.
The homeland. Yeah.
Just makes that extra bit difference, doesn't it?
It does. It does, man.
But also, right, I want to talk about coffee, right? I have to get this off my
chest. Hang on now. So the rent you were giving out to me about moaning about rent every time we come on this thing, and now you're moaning about coffee every time we come on.
Well, I feel like there's a follow-up. There's like this is like what's it like? This is like what's it when you come to this is like the conclusion of
the finale, like this. The episode, the finale episode. Did you watch actually Euphoria? Did you watch that?
No, I'm gonna start watching it. So
where do you watch it? What's it on?
It's on HBO, but I think you can watch it on like Now TV or something. Maybe I don't something like that. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I must give it a watch.
Yeah, because the reviews are like phenomenal for it. Like everyone's talking about it, and I'm like, don't tell me. I'll try watch it. Did you
see your man, the fella that he's like the skinhead fella?
Yeah.
Someone posted a TikTok. You would know, you're not on it. Someone posted a TikTok that he actually about 4 or 5 years ago was working as a waiter in a cafe, and this girl was like dancing, and he was like collecting the tables, and the caption was at my 30th, and I think his name was Fez in the thing or something. He's like, or is that his actual name? I actually don't know. And she's like,
I have no idea.
And Fez was my waiter at my 30th, and now he's like one of the most famous actors in the world at the minute. Like, imagine that. So, bro, that's us. That's us, doing that bump and grind. And
he served me gin and tonics at a show.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
He's still stirring the gin and tonics.
Dream big, kids. Dream bigs. Basically, right, I've come to the conclusion of what's the best coffee in central London.
Okay.
No, look, it's taken months. It's taken years. Years
Lol.
of trial and error. Years of trying different menus.
Mm,
Years of sitting in. Years of sitting out.
mm,
And ladies and gentlemen, for the cost of a small child, the best coffee in London is,
mm.
drum roll, Dale, drum roll, Cafe Nero.
Oh,
I tell you, to my demise, Dale. I went in to Cafe. Is demise, was that the word?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
To
I'm
my,
gonna go with it. I'm not
to,
gonna question you on it. Go on.
to my demise, I walked into Cafe Nero by Tottenham Court Road. I went in and I said, "Hello, good sir. Can I have one cappuccino to go?" And he said, "Yes, you can." I paid £1,000 for it. And then he poured it. It was the creamiest. You know when a cappuccino, like the froth on it, right? It
Yeah,
sometimes is shite. This
yeah.
was thick
Oh,
and
because I
creamy.
drink cappuccinos all the
Yeah,
time. Yeah. Oh,
this
talk to
this
me.
this was creamy, folks. It had the chocolate on it, and the chocolate was
Mm.
just rich but light and fluffy. Cafe Nero, hands down. If you're ever in London, if you're ever about, don't go anywhere else. Go Cafe Nero. It's a bit more expensive, but it's worth the price.
So I'm guessing McDonald's coffee has gone out the shop now,
What?
or gone out the window.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't beat the price,
Cafe,
right?
sorry, Cafe Nero is once every 2 months when I
Yes,
got when I get paid. Yeah,
that's a treat. Like you're going Cafe Nero, use payday. Like
yeah.
you
They're like, oh, here
know,
he's on payday.
yeah,
Yup,
yeah,
I say.
yeah. And I also started bringing my own coffee now into London because I was so outraged at the prices and everything. So I
Mm.
started bringing my own coffee in, and I said, you know what, I have enough. Bought
Dead
myself a
right,
little,
man.
bought myself a little flask,
Yeah, a flask, a flask,
flask,
a
a
flask.
flask. Um, but yeah,
Nice.
Oh, Dale, this is. I feel like I'm just saying me, myself, and I, and things I've done. But I suppose, look, I'll
Go on.
share. I'll share.
Yeah.
I'll share. Started reading.
Man, again, another thing I need to start doing. I need to just fucking read, man.
I finally bit the bullet,
Mm.
and I was like, I'm gonna buy a book, and I bought The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson, and it is incredible. I'm only on chapter 2, but like it's basically what it says: the subtle art of not giving a fuck and not.
Mm.
And like basically prioritizing the fucks that you give and what fucks you should give a shit about and what fucks you shouldn't
Mm.
give a shit about. It's very good and it's very real. That was a lot of language there. I do apologize, but this is
Mm.
literally the book.
Yeah.
It's you love it. You love it. Such an easy read, and it's so
Mm.
relatable. It's about like instead of the way you have all these books about motivational stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
you need to visualization, you need to do this, you need to do
Mm.
that. It gets rid of all that kind of stuff, and it's literally like right, life's gonna be full of problems. I don't want to spoil the book, but chapter 2, right? Um, it speaks about like in life, whether you're rich, poor, or whatever, you're always gonna have problems,
Mm.
right? You're always gonna have problems, and the only way to be happy is to find the problems that you want to solve. So, like, say for example, it sounds a bit strange, like you go to the gym, right? The problem is, right, I have to meal prep, I have to get up, I have to do that. Would
Mm.
you want that to be your problem every day? Do you know what I mean? They're the type of
Mm.
problems you enjoy. So when you do that, when you solve that problem of like, right, I need to get up earlier to go to the gym because I'm out there, that makes you
Mm.
happy because that's a problem that you've solved. You're like, right, how did I get to the gym today? No, I went at 7, got it done.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's basically like, obviously life throws you problems that you can't control. Like
Mm.
that's what it's about. But like, it's also like, okay, I'd rather have the problem of like deciding, you know what, I didn't go out this weekend. Grand, I saved those few quid. That's a problem.
Solidly.
Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And
Mm.
it sounds a bit weird, and I'm not explaining it the best, but it's really.
No. What you're saying, no, it makes
I don't
sense.
want to
Like,
spoil the book at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But then like also like in life, it talks about like, sure, you're sad, okay, right? Who gives a fuck? You're sad. Acknowledge it. Grand. Why are you
Mm.
sad? Fine. It's okay. It's not like to be all and end all. Like just it is what it is. You can't control it. Like that's just life.
Mm.
And like it really describes like what fucks you should give in life. So why are you giving a fuck about this thing?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why? What benefit does that have to you, to anyone, to where you want to be, to your goals? Nothing. So don't give a fuck about it. Give a fuck about the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's very well written. And it's a classic because I put up in my story weeks ago. I was like, can people recommend books? And
I saw
this
that. Yeah,
this was
yeah.
a common one that kept coming up, and I was like, bought it for a tenner on Amazon.
Grand.
It was like reduced from 21 to a tenner. So yeah, I started reading. I can't wait tonight. I'm going to sit down with a cup of tea. I'm going to read my books.
do, man. Fair play. Because that is something I have wanted to do. And even like at the start of the year, I was like, I'm going to start reading. But like that, you blink and you're in March and you're like, fuck. Like, where's that time gone? But it's like that. I think the issue is social media. I'm there. I'll wake up in the morning. I'll check my phone. If people have messaged me, like, I'll reply, and then I'll go on TikTok, and I'm just there like this. Boom.
It's
and then people will reply. I'll reply to them, and then I go back to TikTok. And next thing before I know, it's 11:30, and I'm like, fuck.
It's mad. Like I don't think social media is a problem.
No, yeah.
I think it's just like prioritizing. And for me, like I'm just easily distracted. And like it's the same with you. We're both just easily distracted. So if I just eliminate the things that distract me, and then or control those distractions is the way I look at it. Because I like on Sunday, right? I'll get my fill of scrolling on TikTok now, Instagram, do all that. Come that right back to Monday, right? Done. Got that kind of urge out of the way. And I focused in on the week. So it's not cutting it out altogether. I feel that's better than trying to cut it out altogether. Because also in the industry that we're in, you kind of need to be on social media to read things. Well, so I don't want to cut it out completely. So I think just having controlling your distractions in whatever way you can. Because obviously
it's like when you were a child, like your mom and your dad stopped you from doing certain things. Like Joe, for example, when I used to go to bed when I was in school, my mom and dad would take my phone off me and I'd go to bed with no phone. And then I'd wake up in the morning and then I'd get it going. Do you know what I mean? So it's like things like that see, because you had your parents to do that. Now that you're older, you're like, I don't have anyone to tell me what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, so but it's like you're putting those restrictions on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like in like you can't obviously you can't control every distraction.
Obviously,
stuff just happens. But the ones that you can, why not? So it's like grand, if I can control this, so if I just give it to me myself once a week, I'll go on social media. It's grand. I won't be distracted then during the week.
Yeah.
So that's the way I look at it anyway, and it's really fun. But Dale, I didn't really tell you. I'm going to do something different on the podcast today.
Okay.
We talk about people's pickles, and we have a pickle to read out, but I'm going to save it for next week's episode.
Okay.
I'm going to just talk about like 50 embarrassing. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we're going to just scroll through. I got it on Thought Catalog, like 50 embarrassing stories and moments that will make you cringe. We're going to have a look through the stories and we're going to just discuss them and see what you think. Are you up for it, Dale?
I'm up for it. We need to keep an eye though, because I'll have to go in a minute.
I know. I know that.
I know you're good. Go on.
Where was the one I saw earlier? This one. Silent room stomach growls. You know how your stomach is. It always waits until the quiet part of a movie, the silence at the table, or any moment of stillness to let its rumbling roar be heard at an opportune time. Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, all the time, man.
Yeah,
all the time.
That constantly happens to me. Or wind.
No, but you know what's really awkward is, do you know if you're like it's happened to me before, like if you were on a date or something, or you were meeting someone, and like one of the first times, and then the 2 year, like you might be watching telly or something, and you're sitting there, and next thing it's like, and then like they think it's a fart, and you're like, I swear I didn't fart, like it's my stomach, like I swear. And then she's like, what's that smell? I'm like, it's my stomach, I swear.
It's my stomach, I swear.
Yeah, man, it's happened to me loads. There's too many to even fucking count. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's not on it, but my favorite one is, you're just walking along in public, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you're walking on the footpath, but somehow you trip.
Oh yeah, and
you have to keep walking as if to go. That didn't happen.
It's like, do you ever see them two lads on TikTok, the two brothers, and he's kind of like, well, fucking.
Yeah. I hate when that happens. When you fall on a trip and you have to keep walking and keep forward. Or sometimes even when you fall and it hurts, you have to get
and
back
you're like,
up. I tell you, I nearly fell flat on my face in the gym the other day.
Man.
I did the running thing on the treadmill in the boxing session, right? And then it was on the last one, so I was just literally strolling. I was just bucketed in sweat, so I had the towel over my head. You're just walking, trying to get rid of all the sweat. And the next minute, I just felt the zoom. And I was like, where am I? Somehow, because I had it over my face, I went to the back of the treadmill without knowing. And you fell off the back, but landed on my feet.
Nice.
Didn't fall over at all. But I was
Nice.
literally like, put the towel up like this.
Everyone just staring at you
And
like,
I was literally like, this moment. I was like, right, just keep your eyes forward and
and
don't
pretend
look at
like,
anyone.
yeah.
So I just got back on the treadmill as if I meant for that to happen, and I just kept walking. I was like, don't look around, don't look around, don't look around, don't look around, don't look around.
I would have walked away. I would have been like, nah, God, leave the treadmill still going. I was like, no, I'm out.
I was like, Evan, keep going. You're better than this. Keep going. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Oh my God, man, that is brilliant.
Oh, this one.
Go on.
This one. Accidentally mentioning something to someone that was never actually told to you, but was discovered via your lurking on social media networks.
Oh man, yeah.
I feel this applies to you, Cronin.
Jesus, so many times, man. So many times. Oh, I actually can't even think now of one, but there's been so many. Or like, I remember one time, like years ago, I remember I was on Instagram, I was creeping, and I think, I must have been talking to someone, or do you know, I was probably talking to someone like on Tinder or something, and then, do you know, when you go have a creep then to see if you find them on Instagram, and then I think I liked their picture.
Oh no.
So I blocked the person, I unmatched on Tinder, and I just was like, nah, I'm out. I'm out. Like, I'm no. And this was years ago, like, but I was like, nah, gone. Done. Obviously I unblocked her since, but I'd say so, but I can't remember who it was. But yeah, it was just, oh no, it's not worse when you get caught creeping, like, absolute.
Literally nothing worse.
Man, do you know what happens to me all the time? It's like, do
Yeah.
you know, if you're creeping and you look at the story on Instagram, and like, do you know the way you can swipe up and reply?
Yeah.
Man, the amount of times that like I'll like press a button and I'll swipe up and hit the fucking 100 or the smiley face, and it's just like a load of smiley faces in their message, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, no, like, leave me alone.
I just saw one, right? I will finish the story with the podcast on this one. It's more like a pickle. I have no idea. I've not read the story. I've just read the first sentence of this, right? So for everyone listening, whatever direction this goes, it's I don't know.
Okay.
So it's quite strong. We're starting off with, okay?
Okay.
I shot myself one cold winters.
Stop. You can't. You can't go. We're starting off quite strong and then go, I shot myself. Like, that's very strong.
Yeah.
Go on.
I shot myself one cold winter's evening on my way to a nightclub. My best mate and I were walking down to the club, which was about 1.5 miles away from where we lived. It was pretty cold and frosty evening. As we got close, I figured there'd be a bit of a queue and it'd be worthwhile nipping into a dark corner and having a piss. I duck into an alleyway and start to piss. Out of nowhere, with no warning, I just eject a stream of hot liquid shit all down the back of my legs.
Oh
no! I was wearing beige khaki combats, and I'm fairly sure I was steaming gently. There's basically fuck all I can do now, and I am as far from my house as I was going to get that evening. I just walk out, tell my mate I've got to go home, and proceed to waddle the 1.5 miles home, trying to stay far away enough from people that they won't notice the brown streak smell steam. I actually ended up getting home, cleaning myself up, and having a bath. Got changed and went back out. But I couldn't really salvage the evening.
Oh my God, right. There's so much I need to discuss in this, right? Like,
how do you even?
I'm fucking coughing. What?
No, that's just outrageous.
But the fact he went back out, like, that's brilliant. Like, the fact he had time to go home and have a bath, and then go out. That man deserves a fucking
That's
medal.
when you love the points. That's when
you
are
love
life.
the sesh. Like, points are life for that person.
Yeah.
My God. Like, oh my. Like,
you don't even know. Like,
I don't even know where to start. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, on that note, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Two Lads in a Pickle. We'll be back next week for a St. Patrick's Day episode.
Will we?
We will.
We will. Oh, no, we won't.
Oh, who knows? We don't know either. But yeah, we'll see you next week for St. Patrick's Day. And if you're listening on St. Patrick's Day, I hope you're having a great day. Get drunk, enjoy yourself. Most importantly, be safe. Thank you so much for listening to another episode. Go on.
Try not to shit yourself.
Yeah. Moral of the story: when you're out queuing for a club, try not to have a hot, steamy shit.
It's the fact that hot and steamy is just I can imagine, and waddling home with the shit. Nah. On that note, good luck.
Good luck.